Hello, I'm Tony Adria. I'm here because my grandma asked me to come and speak. The Protection for Persons in Care claims that it protects vulnerable adults who are in care. However, as we can tell from the people who are here and what they've already told us, this isn't exactly the truth of the matter. Even though the Act deems that causing serious bodily injury is an act of elder abuse, it continues to go on even to today. There is a hospital, one of the geriatric mental hospitals here in Edmonton, Villa Caritas, where patients are detained behind locked doors, where their interactions are controlled, and where they are subjected to takedowns, which is exactly what it sounds like, where they are taken down with physical force. Now, sure, if this is a mental hospital for 20-year-olds, then maybe they can pose enough of a threat that that would be mandated. But when we're talking about 80-year-old people, or even older at some places, who have arthritis or suffer from osteoporosis, if you're taken down, you're going to get hurt. Usually quite serious. One patient, Miss G, she was taken down a number of times. One time she was heard saying to staff, "Shame on you. I'm 80 years old." No one should ever have to deal with that, whether they're 60, 70, 80, or older. It's just not right. Even on one occasion, it was so bad that other patients there could audibly hear the crack as her bones were fractured in a takedown. And then she was given needles, she was drugged and made so that she couldn't even have supper that evening, and she wasn't taken to a hospital to have her fractured bones looked at until the next day, which is like that could happen to me, that could happen to anyone, that could happen to my grandma, and I'd be furious if that happened to my grandma. I'd be furious if it happened to anyone that I knew. I'd want answers. I'd want there to be some sort of accountability. But in these cases, there isn't. There's no criminal charges laid. There's no one held accountable. They just get away with it. They get to continue doing it and do it to the next person. And how many people do they get to do this to before something happens? Like, where's the justice in this? Yeah. Villa Caritas is in direct violation of Section 10 of the Protections for Persons in Care Act by failing to provide safety, security, and well-being for their patients. This needs to stop. This needs to change. Thank you.
Thank you.